What's going on, everyone? Craig here from All Tech Together, coming at you with another product review. And today, we're going to take a look at this, the Creative Metalix Bluetooth speaker from no one other than Creative. In the interest of full disclosure, I will say that these were sent to me by Creative for review purposes, but under no circumstance will that compromise my review of this. It will be totally honest and unbiased. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. So the first thing I noticed when I got this out of the box was the build quality. This is actually a really well-built speaker for the price. These are under about $60 Canadian, $80 Canadian, $60 American. So it is in the more value-oriented sort of part of the spectrum. But the front, the back, and the top of this are all made of metal. And they got a nice metal grill in the front. And the sides and the bottom are a nice soft touch plastic. And then on the bottom it also has these really nice rubber sticky feet, so it won't slide on your desk. And so when in hand, it actually feels pretty heavy too. It's a nice feeling speaker. So good marks for Creative on that one. On the front there's nothing, it's just the grill, and then a nice tasteful little Creative emblem at the bottom. And then on the top are your buttons. So we've got power, Bluetooth pairing, play pause, volume up, and volume down. And those volume up and volume down buttons also work as forward and back for your music. And that's one thing that previous Bluetooth speakers that I've done on this channel haven't had. They haven't been able to go back a song, which is sort of a misstep in my eyes, because sometimes you hear a song, you're like, oh, I really like that song, or somebody says, hey, what song was that? I really liked it. You can rewind. This also does allow you to answer voice calls. So if you're on your Bluetooth speaker, you're partying away or whatever, and somebody calls you, you can answer it and go through this. It's not the greatest, but it's certainly serviceable. Okay, so just aesthetically wise, this is actually a really nice feeling unit. Controls are simple. The only thing I'm not a fan of, on the top, there are two little buttons. One is the power on, so it says, hey, yeah, I'm active. The other one is the battery indicator, and it turns red. My problem with it is it doesn't go from like green to yellow to red or anything like that. It just simply is off until your battery dies, or until your battery gets close to dying, and then it goes red. So I wish there was a little bit more of a heads up. But other than that, this is okay build quality wise. Now, onto sound. You cannot expect earth-shattering bass from a $60 speaker that is roughly the size of my hand. Okay? You just can't. If you do, I'm sorry, you are asking too much. If you want something like that, go buy a bigger speaker with bigger drivers, a dedicated sub, things like that. That's just the nature of the beast. But the audio coming out of this is clear. It's clean. It's not muffled or distorted in any way, shape, or form. It's nice, clean sound. I used this thing for hours and hours and hours, and I didn't have any complaint about the sound quality. The treble's there. There's a little bit of bass. Vocals are nice. It just is a good, clean sound. Okay? The one nice thing about this speaker is that if you go ahead and buy two speakers, you can get surround sound. One will have a blue light on the top. The other will have a purple light on the top. The blue light becomes, I'm going to call it like the parent speaker. So anything you do on the parent speaker will automatically happen on the other speaker. So if you volume up, this one volumes up as well. If you change the track, it obviously changes the track for both of them. So it's really nice that Creative put that into a budget-friendly Bluetooth speaker. They're not the first company to ever do that, but they certainly put it in here for, like I said, that $60 to $80 price range. It's a nice feature to have. And you put these two together, and it gives a really nice stereo feel to it. I have no complaints there. The other thing that they bring out here with these speakers is they boast a 24-hour battery life. Now, I didn't try to kill these things at all, but I can tell you right now, over the last few weekends, I have put easily on one battery 18 hours. Having them linked together, I've put about 16 to 18 hours, we'll say, on them, and they haven't shut down. They've got a really, really nice battery life. If they're topped up, you can use these things for a long time before you have to recharge them. And that is super good, because a lot of these Bluetooth speakers, they'll boast like a 6, 8, 10, 12 hour battery life. Well, even if these things, I mean, they say 24 hours, you're only probably going to get 24 hours if you have them, at like 25% volume or something like that. And they're playing slower music, things like that. You're not making them work. But just for like normal listening, these things are great. On the weekend here that we just had, these were probably on for a good 10, 12 hours straight. And they kept going. They had no problems whatsoever. So it was really, really, really nice for that to have. And the other thing I want to bring up, they have an IPX5 water resistance. So that means any sort of drips, spills, some small spills, let's say, a little bit of rain, these things are still going to keep functioning. If you drop it in a pail of water, you drop it in the lake, you drop it in the pool, unfortunately you're going to have to get a new speaker. But they are budget friendly, so that's not as bad as, let's say, you dropped in a JBL speaker or something that's a little bit higher end. That would hurt a little bit more. So all in all, Creative put out a decent set of speakers, or speaker, and then if you want to pair them up, you get a set of speakers. They put out a really nice one, good sound, lacking on the bass, but clear, which is nice. Stereo, all that kind of stuff. And it's all charged on this side here easily with a USB, micro USB cable there. So it's really easy to charge. Just plug it in, you're ready to go. And then it also has a 3.5 millimeter jack, which allows you to hardwire in any sort of mobile device. Or heck, if you want to use this on a tablet or something, iPod, something like that, you can just hardline it in and you're going to be set. On that, it would have been nice if it was USB-C, but I know USB-C is still kind of coming. A lot of manufacturers haven't jumped on it, and that's okay. I got a lot of micro USBs kicking around. They do not give you a wall adapter in the box for this, so that is something you will have to buy as well, and a lot of companies don't. I don't understand why they don't give a wall wart with their speakers. I feel like they should. Charge me an extra $3 to $5. That's fine, because I don't know. I have a bunch around the house, but it's nice to have one dedicated for this that I just have, lives with this in its little container, and I'm ready to go. But let's be honest, those are really first world problems, because you can buy a little wall wart anywhere. So again, Creative, you did really well. Now, on to the next part of this video. Creative was really nice, and they sent me one of these to give away to one of my viewers. So what I want you to do down in the comment section is tell me, because I'm an 80s and 90s kid. I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and I have a very fond memory and nostalgia of the cartoons from the 80s and 90s. And what I want you to do is just tell me your favorite ever cartoon theme song. It doesn't have to be from the 80s and 90s, but I just want to know. Mine personally is the Darkwing Duck theme song. I used to watch that a lot as a kid. Love that theme song. It's fantastic. Put that in the comment below. What I'm going to do is in 2 weeks, so today is August 3rd, I believe. August 4th today. I'm a day behind. Today's August 4th. So in 2 weeks from today, so 2 Saturdays from right now, I will do a random draw of all the comments below, and I'll contact one lucky winner, and I'll send them this totally factory sealed, never been opened. It is not a review unit or anything like that. This is a sealed unit. I'll send it off to you wherever you are, and you can enjoy this speaker as well as much as I have. So with that out of the way, guys, again, my name is Craig from All Tech Together. I love to hear back from you, so hit that subscribe button, hit that comment button, and leave a comment, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.